Hello, hello, Lillian back in the house with Sherene. As always, we're making this video because we want to tell you a little bit about our next workshop that we will be doing, which is on Monday, August 8th. Very excited about this. So a few weeks ago, we did a branding career workshop looking at your chart and seeing how that relates back to your first impressions and just your mission statement and what you came in the world to do and how people perceive you and things like that. So now we're taking another layer into this and we're going into what everybody is usually most interested in, which is your money making, right? So we are doing our next workshop on basically money matters. So how do you make your money and all the things around that. Sherene will break it down a little bit more in terms of value systems and things like that. But really in the most simplest way, if you want to figure out exactly how you best make your money, regardless of what you might be interested in or what what you're naturally talented and things like that. Yes, those are all there, but there's a very specific thing in your chart that says, yes, although you're good at this and you're talented at that and you're interested in these things, this is really the way that your abundance and money wants to come through the most. So I know for me, that's been huge personally, which, maybe we'll talk about this later in the video, but that's really what we're going to be focusing on in this particular workshop. So I'm going to have Sherene break it down a little bit more so she can see what we're trying to do with this workshop.
Great. Yeah, the horoscope has amazing tips and tricks for how to best access your own money manifestation potential, can't talk today, based on two really key components of the horoscope. The second house and the eighth house are what we're going to really zone in on, because the second house reveals to us our value system, what we want to actually spend our time and energy on, how we were raised in terms of money and how that's affected us, like how we were, basically how we've embodied the concept of self-worth and how that then translates into the way we attract money into our life. Money is energy. And on the other side of that is, okay, so this is the Taurus side of things, we're saying the second house, and the Taurus energy in your horoscope. On the other side is Scorpio, or the eighth house, which has a lot to do with our resourcefulness and how we draw in resources from other people. It's literally other people's money, because it's how we use our energy and our charisma and our magnetism to draw to us what we need. Not in a manipulative way, that's the unconscious side of Scorpio.
But in an exchange kind of way.
But the same way sexual energy is an exchange, that's why they say sex and money are so linked, because it's our life force, our value system, how we value ourselves, where we put our time, attention, and energy, and our deepest concepts around self-worth that will determine how we make money, how we block money, how we spend money, how we save money, everything to do with money. And money, I mean, there's so much shadow around money. People are afraid to say they even want money. They feel like it's greedy, or it's, it's got all these negative labels, where it's really the goddess Lakshmi. It has so much to do with, celebrating. There is a very deeply spiritual component to money that we're going to also talk about, and how our self-worth and our beliefs really influence how we are with money, how we not only attract it, but how we spend it and put ourselves out into the world based on our unconscious assumptions around money, which often have a lot to do with our upbringing and just what we were taught about money,
all the old stories and baggage that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even just like, or just like misbeliefs about, what we're capable of with money.
There's a lot of myths, money myths that we're going to also debunk. And also I think the most important thing, since we're going to do this under a Scorpio moon on Monday, that's why we're doing it under Scorpio, so we can get to some of the shadow material that actually blocks us from making the kind of money we not only deserve, but we truly desire, and to not have guilt or fear around that, or shame around wanting to have an abundant lifestyle. It doesn't mean you're greedy, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you or you're materialistic. It's understanding it's as long as it's in accordance with your value system, and that's what we're going to really dig deeply to get into, like what is at the root of your value system.
Right. And so to kind of like bring that back around full circle, like, Sherene's talking about like the value system, the root. Again, the reason why we want to do this workshop is, just even more on a day-to-day basis, when I work with my clients, who are really trying to figure out their way in life. It's like, I want to be entrepreneurial. I want to be creative. I love community. I love art. I love, making things. I like performing. Like, there's all these different passions, and, looking at this your chart and the way that we will really help us really hone in on, again, like the root of your value system and how the money wants to come through, and hopefully kind of help some of the other noise kind of dissipate, like but I thought I'm into this and I want to do this and I don't know which direction to be pulled.
It'll help you get really grounded, because to make money you've got to be very grounded in that Taurian kind of way.
Right.
And also we'll discuss like how to maximize your talents, because the second house also reveals your talents, your natural innate talents that you were born with. And so some people say, oh, make money, like do what you love and you'll make money. It's not as simple as that. It's do what you love, but also do what you're really good at.
Right.
And what the world really needs from you. And the horoscope will reveal that. And usually, like, once you get those things into alignment, like, they're, you know, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, so, I don't know, that makes me so excited, because I know, like I said, it's even personally for me, like, it's really helped me tap into a lot of things as a multi-passionate. This is kind of a buzzword, right? Multi-passionate entrepreneur. Exactly. As a multi-passionate entrepreneur myself, you know, I've really had to figure out, like, you know, yes, I want to do it all, but you know, what am I really, you know, what am I really trying to ground in? And anyways, we're going to cover all that stuff. So be sure to sign up, because space is limited. Hopefully we'll see you there.